Sports Chat Place YouTube channel and throughout social media. We'll get you out here well before the top of the hour. We're going to give you guys enough time to get those bets in for the primetime games. And that's what we do here on the drive-thru Monday through Friday at 6 p.m. Eastern Time, is deliver live for you sports picks for the games beginning at 7 p.m. Eastern Time and later. And to deliver those winners are professional handicappers over at Pick Dogs and at Sports Chat Place. Let's take a peek at who's on the show with us here for today. All right, with us today will be Brian Bitler, Ninos, Zawacky, Jay Briggs, and Jovan Burts will be signing in momentarily. And here's how they'll line up for this evening. Ninos, Briggs, Burts, Bitler, Zawacky, and then I will close this one out. All right, let's get this one going. Lots of 5 preseason games from the NFL. We also have 14 games from Major League Baseball set to go here. First game starting in about half an hour, so let's get this one underway. Let's go ahead and welcome in Ninos to the drive-thru. You'll find him over at Pick Dogs Premium. Bring him in right now. Also part of the morning shows on the weekends as well. What's happening?
Going pretty good, Tony. How are you?
Doing great. All right, here we go. 7 Eastern Time. Big battle here out in the East. We have the Mets here hosting the Phillies, with the Mets favorite here at minus 240, total of 7.
Yeah, and rightfully so. I believe they've been the better team, more consistent team, and they have a much better starter on the mound tonight here. And Max Scherzer going up against Ranger Suarez for the Phillies. Suarez not having a terrible season, but definitely no Max Scherzer there. Coming off a pretty solid season, but again, still no Max Scherzer. Scherzer's been doing this his whole career. I think he's one of the best pitchers to ever do it. So he'll definitely give the Mets a good chance to win big tonight. And if not that, at least get them off to a good start. So I'll be looking at the Mets in the first 5 innings here and lay that run line. It's a little juicy, yes. If you don't want to lay this much juice for the first 5 run line, you can just go ahead and take them on the run line for the first game. But I think this is a slightly better play, especially given they're at home.
All right, Ninos likes the Mets here, first 5 on the run line. Lay the half run here against the Phillies. Of course, the news here is Ranger Suarez, how well he's pitched over his past 3 games. He's been pretty much lights out. The question is, can he do this against the Mets lineup? And an interesting number here, when you look here at Suarez on the road, it's been pretty impressive here. Team record behind Suarez on the road this season, 8-1. Of course, the bullpen isn't, in fact, in play here. And in fact, when you look over the past 10 games, the Mets bullpen ERA over 5, but that's not in play here in the first 5. You pretty much expect Scherzer to go at least 5 innings.
Yeah, he should go at least 5 innings. We talk about these most of these starters not going too deep into ball games anymore, but Scherzer's a guy that can, despite his age, he's getting up there, but he can definitely go 6-7 strong still. So yeah, should definitely get us past those 5 innings.
Yeah, the risk here with the run line is the fact that if we're scoreless through 5, which with the way Suarez is going, he could be lights out here in the first 5 in this game.
I said he's been pitching pretty well, but again, he's no Scherzer, and this lineup can get to him a little bit. So I think they do that a little bit tonight too, and get off to a lead at least. I don't know if they hold that lead all game. Philly's been pretty hot themselves, coming off a disappointing loss, but still were really hot before that loss. Again, the Mets still a bit better, a bit healthier, and a bit hotter as well. So definitely got that starting pitching advantage tonight.
Yes, starting pitching advantage. But man, when I see Phillies getting plus 175, plus 180, I mean that to me that looked like, especially if you get to the bullpen right in this game. I mean, if we look just, I know you like the first 5, but look at the full game. I think that's what we put the brakes on it. Looking at that, so I'm surprised you didn't look at the other side here for the full game. How huge of a dog the Phillies are here.
Oh, they sure are. There are a few dogs I liked on the board tonight. As a matter of fact, I do have a couple of them as premium picks, a couple that could have definitely made it on the show as well. I said, I'm staying away from the full game here. You see Max Scherzer, it was almost like an auto bet when I first saw this. But yeah, I did pump the brakes on the full game, and I just decided to stick to the first 5 innings instead. I just still, Suarez, yes, he's been good, but I think Scherzer, I thought it was worth laying that half run.
All right, laying the half run. Your dog just walked in when we mentioned the dog, so you know what that means. All right, Ninos here. Mets first 5 innings minus half runs here against the Phillies. This one will have a start time here of 7 p.m. Eastern time. Ninos still trying to get that dog trained. All right, now let's take a look over at Pick Dogs Premium here for tonight's action. 14-game card here for Major League Baseball. No Reds And Cubs in action because this was the makeup game if the game rained out on Thursday, so they took a day off today. But 14 games here on the card. Also 5 games from NFL preseason. What do you have going on over at Pick Dogs Premium?
Like the other card quite a bit. As I mentioned, I have a couple dogs up there. I have one that's up for sale. I have a 3-pack, and I got my best bet out there as well. And I got my best total out there too. So a little bit of everything today. Great day to pick up a long-term pass, especially the weekend coming up, and NFL right around the corner. So maybe grab on those or the 2-for-1 capper specials.
Yep, NFL is here. Preseason is here. Regular season coming up. I get on board with Ninos over at Pick Dogs Premium on the board tonight. Well, his featured play is his MLB Friday 15 play. It's a $15 premium play. Is one big bet today. He has that up on the board. Credit guarantee, which means it must win or the amount you paid for is issued back in store credit that you use for other picks. That's what credit guarantee means. So get on board there with the Ninos there on the site. Also a 3-pack up there, fully priced at $40. Again, these one-off these passes. These one-day passes, these 3-packs, these individual plays, they are credit guaranteed, so they must turn a profit, or again, that credit is inserted back into your account for more picks. And of course, the long-term pass. Here we are on the weekend. Good time to get that 3-day all-sports pass. Get all of Ninos' plays for 3 days. If he's in action in preseason football, I doubt it. I think he didn't really say that he would be. No, no.
Well, honestly, I mean, I'm pretty pissed that I'm not too happy that I held back on that, because that's off to a pretty good start. As I said, I like my Raiders in game 1 and passed on that. I'm pretty sure everyone knows about the Ravens and their preseason record. I passed on that too. I did have that one on Twitter, so if you follow me there, you got that one. But yes, I don't think I'll be getting on there as a premium play. If I do, it'll probably be the Ravens. So there you go.
You're just going to follow the Ravens. You only have 2 more opportunities with those Ravens. But anyway, get up over Ninos. That 3-day pass will be all baseball from Ninos here for 3 days. And of course, you can use that promo code AUG15, AUG15, and you'll save 15% off that price over at Pick Dogs Premium on Ninos' 3-day pass. All right, Al, as always, great having you show. Have yourself a great weekend. We'll talk next week. But I know you also contribute to the weekend shows.
Yeah, should be on tomorrow and Sunday as well. So make sure you check that out, 10 a.m. Eastern.
And then check it out. Check out Mitch's email. I guess he's going back to the old format again. So
right.
Keep an eye on that. All right. Ninos here on the drive-thru. We'll talk next week. All right, let's continue on here on the drive-thru, guys. Time to welcome in Jay Briggs. You'll find him over at Pick Dogs, where he puts up some great work up there. Let's bring Jay in right now. Let's see. We get him in here. Here he is right here. Jay Briggs. Jay. How's it going, Jay?
What's going on, Tony?
It's going great. All right, here we go. 8 Eastern time. Kansas City Royals, get ready, man. You don't know look who's coming to town. The LA Dodgers are coming into town. Big favorites here of -250, total of 9.
Yeah, man. Dodgers, like you said, coming into Kansas City. Man, but I can't get in front of this Dodgers train, man. The Dodgers, 10-game winning streak, covered the run line in all 10 of those games. They got Tony on the mound tonight. I don't know really how to say his last name, but he's 13-1 this year. So I don't see any other way you can go other than taking the Dodgers on the run line. Hey, if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Yeah, it hasn't.
Dodgers. Yeah, I just think the Dodgers get it done tonight, man. Honestly.
Yeah, it's yep. I'm with you there. It's hard to get in front of that Dodger train. There's no doubt about that. You know, of course, you're laying the 1.5 runs, laying the -150. I kind of stayed still because that's where it came out last night. I'm sure everybody was looking for that premium, right? Let's get it under 130 or so. No, it didn't. Got to 150.
Yeah.
All right, that would have been for me. That's usually the premium price if you get into about the -130s. Once you get at this range, it gets a little dicey laying that. But anyway, it's hard. You know, the Royals bullpen not the greatest, and the Dodgers run line record has they've just been smashing people. It's almost to the point where San Diego, San Diego, you got Juan Soto. Okay, this is just going to light our fire right now.
Yeah, man, I agree with you. I'm gonna keep riding the Dodgers till they show me something different, man. That's I don't see any way to look at it other, you know.
Yep, and of course you could see some of the Royals winning 6 of 8 on this homestand. The bettor says, "These are the Dodgers. I don't care if they won 6 of 8 at home." You look at LA, past 10 games hitting 300. They're hitting left-handers, they're hitting right-handers. Their bullpen ERA of 1.42 during this 10-game win streak. They've covered 13 of 17 against the American League on the run line. These are teams with batting averages of 255 or worse. And when you look here at KC against good offensive teams that outscore their opponents by a half run or greater, well, KC is 2-10 to the run line. So there's a lot of things going against Kansas City in this one. So Dodgers run line minus 1.5 runs, minus 150 against the Royals. This one, too, have a start time of 8 Eastern time. All right, Jay, let's take a look over at Pick Dodge Premium for tonight. Big card today. We got 14 games in action for Major League Baseball, 5 on the gridiron with preseason football. What do you have going on over at Pick Dodge Premium?
Yeah, Tony, I got a 5-pack up there today. 3 NFL preseason, 2 on the diamond tonight. I really love all 5 plays. My MLB best bet is up there still. You guys want to jump on that? That's really hot. 5 of our last 6. So you guys want to hop on that. And like I said, I got 3 NFL preseason games up there tonight, man. If you guys, football's back. If you guys want a little preseason action, I got you. You guys can jump on that. Or you can get a long-term pass, 3-day, 7-day, 30-day. Can't go wrong. Like I said, football is right around the corner, man. And baseball is we still got a lot of baseball left. So you guys want to hop on that. And my NFL season pass is up there, man. That's the best value you guys can get. Hop on that season pass, and let's make some money, man. Let's make some money.
So you guys got on board here with Jay Briggs over at Pick Dogs Premium tonight. He's got a 5-pack up there on the board. A Friday mega 5-pack includes his NFL preseason plays. 3 of those, 2 MLB best bets on the board. You can also buy these plays individually. You can buy a 3-pack from the preseason. You can buy the MLBs as well. But if you prefer, just get them all together here in a mega pack. If you're looking for his $15 premium, he has made one of his MLB plays $15 premium. He's hit 5 of his past 6 MLB best bets, guys. So get on board there with Jay Briggs over at Pick Dogs Premium. Of course, remember, these one-day passes are credit guarantee, must show profit, whether it's a 5-pack, whether it's the $15 premium pick. The one-day passes, the individual plays, must show profit, or that credit is inserted back into your account. Of course, the long-term passes are not because they're sold at a discount. Like you can get Jay's 3-day passes. Here we are on a weekend. Get his Friday, Saturday, and Sunday plays here with that 3-day all-sports pass. We got preseason football here Friday, Saturday, and of course that standalone game here on Sunday. So that's also would be part of the 3-day pass as well as all of Jay's baseball. So get on board there. Use that promo code AUG15, AUG15, and you'll save 15% off. All right, Jay, as always, great having you show. Have yourself a great evening. Keep up that great work here, and we'll talk with you again next week.
All right, Tony. I'll see you later, man.
You got it. Jay Briggs here on the Drive Thru. Let's continue our coverage, guys. If you missed any of our picks, we'll do a complete recap here at the end of the show. So make sure you stay tuned for that. Let's see if we got Jovan in. Yeah, no, Jovan is in. Okay, so go to Jovan now. You'll find him over at Pick Dog Stream. Also contributes to the weekend shows. You can catch Jovan Saturday and Sunday on the Pick Dogs channel on that morning show. Also with his daily parlay of the day. So let's go ahead and bring Jovan in right now. Jovan, what's happening?
Not much, Tony. Stuck in traffic, so that's why I was late. Ready for another big weekend.
Yep, big weekend of action. And we add now NFL preseason to the card, so it's some good action here this weekend. And tonight we got one at 8:15 Eastern time. A good rivalry matchup here between the Cardinals hosting the Brewers. St. Louis here minus 165, total 7.5.
Yeah, and I'm on the Cardinals in this one. Now we all know that this game or this series holds a lot of ramifications in the NL Central, and in the playoff berth in general, really, and this is a good chance for the Cardinals to get a leg up. They've already overtook the Brewers, who were number 1, who were in first place in the NL Central. Now they could widen the gap, and I think that they start off on a good foot with Jordan Montgomery, who in his first start against the Yankees, he went 5 strong, didn't allow a run, and I think he expounds on that, against the Brewers team, who really they've won their last 2, but they really haven't looked so hot. This is the reason why they're now in second place in the NL Central, and looking at the Cardinals, they're just not going to cover off the ball, to be quite honest. 278. I believe total in their last in their last 10 games overall. Versus lefties, they're 273 in their last 10. So, I think that they get to Eric Lauer. Eric Lauer has actually been pitching good. Don't get me wrong, but I just think in this case we're dealing with the overall harder team, even though they've alternated wins and losses. In that series against Colorado, where they dropped, I believe, 2 out of 3. But yeah, I think them at home, I think they get the job done.
All right, we've got Jovan here on the Cardinals to get the job done here, minus 165 against the Brewers. Yeah, you look at Goldschmidt, 400 on base percentage, Ronaldo 455 on base percentage, good slugging percentages here against Lauer. They've all hit home runs against the Lauer, so there are some matchups in favor here with this Cardinals team. And as you mentioned, as far as hitting, you're right, they're just hitting the cover off the baseball right now, this St. Louis Cardinal team. And when you kind of look at them here, past 10 games, hitting 282 against lefties, and that we got Jovan here on the Cardinals here, minus 165. And one thing to note here too with Lauer, he does have a high FIP of 4.57, so that means there should be some regression coming. He gives him a lot of home runs, 1.6 home runs per 9 innings, which is not good here against this Cardinal hitting lineup with some sluggers there in the lineup, Goldschmidt, Arenado, and company. Cardinals minus 165 here against the Brewers. This one do have a start time of 8:15 Eastern time. All right, Jovan, let's take a look over at Pick Dodge Premium for tonight. Showing great work over the past 7 days. We keep the football numbers up there because college football is approaching here. Keep your eye there with all the quarterback battles. I know NFL preseason is in the air, but you also want to keep an eye on what's going on in college football with the transfer portals and new personnel across the league. Quarterback battles going on right now in these practice fields. But anyway, tonight over at Pick Dodge Premium, there are 14 games on the board as we have a baseball game starting in about 15 minutes, as well as 5 preseason football. What do you have going on over at Pick Dodge Premium?
Yeah, it's Friday, so you know what that means. Time to take flight on these books with my Take Flight Friday. I got a 3-pack. I also have my 3 plays individually wrapped up on the Laser Show, a Money Line Masher, and my plus money run up. Any one of those 3 is gonna hit. I would suggest that you grab a 3-pack, but if you want one of those plays, it always leads off with the Laser Show. At this point, we all know that the Laser Show, it hits more times than not. So there it is on that. You can also check me out my 3-day, my 7-day, my 30-day, or my yearly football seasons coming around the block. Starting off with week 0 of college ball football, and then we got week 1, and then after that we have the NFL rolling around. So you might want to jump on that monthly. Get right with me. Last year around this time I said it and I meant it, and it came to fruition. My style of handicapping works well with football, and we made a lot of money. So I'm just trying to duplicate that. Believe I'm gonna. So I'm already working the angles on these week 1 games. So it is what it is. I'm not really looking at preseason. I'm looking at tomorrow's games, but these last couple days of games, I was just watching. Had my little selections on my my little side bets or whatever. They hit, but it wasn't strong enough for me to put it out there as premiums. But you can also match me up with one of the other handicaps for the 2-for-1 cap promotional. Can't go wrong here at Sports Chat Play some Pick Dogs. Let's get it.
Let's get it, guys. Get on board here with Jovan Burts over at Pick Dodge Premium, showing good profit over the past 7 days. Remember that college football record has been strong last year. He's got his Take Flight Friday MLB 3-pack. Credit guarantee there with his 3 best bets here from Major League Baseball. Credit guarantee $39. Must turn a profit, or that amount is credited back into your account to be used to store credit for picks over at Pick Dogs and Sports Chat Plays. He's got his Laser Show up there as well. Individual plays here. Take Flight MLB 3-pack we talked about. And, of course, you can get on board with the longer-term passes. Here we are on a Friday, so you can get Jovan's 3-day Fire Pack Pass, 3-day pass from Jovan. Get all of his premium plays for 3 days, include all of his baseball. If he's in action in preseason football, Friday, Saturday, and remember we have that standalone game on Sunday. So if he's in play, that will be also part of the 3-day pass. Try him out for the 3 days, and then of course on Monday, just go longer term. Use those winnings and get that 1 month pass, because we're getting into a lot of football here in the next weeks and next 6 months will be football on the weekends. We get the Super Bowl, so get that 3-day pass from Jovan and use that promo code AUG15. AUG15 saves you 15% off at checkout. And of course, the 2-for-1 capper promotion when you pair Jovan with another capper, even greater savings there. All right, Jovan, as always, great having you on the show. We'll have you on the recap in a little bit. But I know you also contribute to the weekend shows as well as your parlay video of the day.
Yeah, tomorrow I'll be on a weekend show, and Sunday I'll be on a weekend show. And tonight I'll be working on a parlay. Give you what you want, which is a winning parlay. They didn't put one out for today's games, but I'll be back for it tomorrow. Have something on deck. So, it is what it is on that. For the most part, daily parlay. So, that's where it's at.
That's where it's at, guys. So check out Jovan. Of course, always set those notifications whenever Jovan drops his videos. You want to make sure you have that notification set so you get them and bet into the best numbers. All right, Jovan, take it easy, and we'll talk with you a little bit for the recap.
Absolutely. I'll be here.
All right, Jovan Burts here on the drive. We're getting a lot of people signed in right now. If you missed any of the picks, we'll do a complete recap here at the end of the show. Let's continue on. We do have a preseason NFL pick, and that comes from Brian Bitler, courtesy of Brian Bitler. You'll find him over at Pick Dogs Premium. Check out his video series there on the site. He does great work there, so let's go ahead and bring Brian in right now. Get ready to roll here. Brian Bitler. Brian, what's happening?
Not much here. Glad to be here on a Friday night with my good buddy Tony T. A lot of preseason football action, which I get into. So I'm excited for tonight. Should be some fun. And Saturday, got weekend of football.
Yep, like that morning, those morning games days, those weekends are nice. On Saturdays, we have football around, throughout the day. And, of course, you got that standalone game Sunday. And tonight we got one interesting one at 8:30 Eastern time as the 49ers here will host the Packers in the preseason. The 49ers here at minus 2.5, total 35.5.
Yeah, I think I'm going to ride here with the San Francisco 49ers laying the points on Friday night. I'm expecting big things from this Niners team. I think they're going to represent the NFC in the Super Bowl. This Niners team's deep at a lot of positions. Packers coming in, Aaron Rodgers won't see any action, but that really doesn't have anything to do with this pick. I just don't like the backups, Jordan Love and Danny Etling, third-string QB out of LSU. I think they're going to get eaten alive by that San Francisco 49ers defense. Nate Sudfeld of the 49ers actually has some NFL experience. I think he's going to be a good game manager, too. And then we get to see Trey Lance, who's electric, in my opinion. I think he's going to get 2 drives tonight. So for me, I'm going to take the Niners here, lay the points. There's nothing I'm going to bet my house on because it is the preseason, and there are other games I like better than this one. But in this game, I think it's a solid play for some action to take the 49ers and lay the 2.5, 3 points.
Yeah, okay, we got Brian here on the 49ers going to go ahead and lay the 2.5 here against the visiting Packers team. Yeah, you mentioned the quarterback rotation here in this game. It's a lot has to do with that in the preseason. It's looking at these quarterbacks and in this spot here. And as you mentioned, it definitely looks like the 49ers with their backups here, a little bit more experience here in that, no doubt.
Yeah, I mean, I saw Nate Sudfeld a little bit on the Eagles, and not that Nate Sudfeld's going to be a guy that's going to be a great starter in the NFL, but as far as preseason action goes, we did see Jordan Love come in for the Packers. I guess the Chiefs last season, but then when you go to Etling, who I think is going to see the bulk of the action for the Packers, I think the Niners' depth on defense is going to be able to give him some problems. And we're just talking about winning by a field goal here. So I like the 2.5 here with San Francisco.
Yeah, 2.5. Interesting with the scheduling here with the 49ers. Lots being made here about the 49ers schedule here, where they play all their three preseason games in a span of 13 days. So I don't know how you read into that. There was some talk that maybe they're going to go with their starters deep in preseason week 2. Week 1, maybe they'll just go short and maybe not play anyone there in that week 3. But again, the same thing for the Packers, right? I mean, it just seems that some of these veteran teams, they just don't play a lot of starters here in week number 1.
Especially Aaron Rodgers, who said, it doesn't make any sense for him to do 1 drive or 2. It doesn't do him any good. And I believe a lot of the veteran starters, that's just how the NFL works nowadays. You don't really see much of the vets in there. I mean, we did see Jacobs of the Raiders get a few carries, Josh Jacobs, but I think he's battling for position there, running back.
Oh, yeah, the Raiders are loaded. If you saw that game, the Raiders were loaded at running back, right? They were just running all over the Jaguars. They ran for over 160 yards in that game. Yeah, it was just it looked on paper when you look at the depth chart, the Raiders had a lot of running backs there, and that's what happens, no doubt. All right, so we got the Brian here on the 49ers laying 2.5 against the Packers. This one will have a start time here of 8:30 Eastern time. All right, Brian, let's take a go over at Pick Dogs Premium here for tonight's action. 14-game card here for Major League Baseball, about to start in about 5 minutes. Game 1 of the 14-game card. 5 games from preseason football. Lots of action here, top of the hour. What do you have going on over at Pick Dogs Premium?
Well, my best bet is my NFL preseason blank check play. I've been eyeing up this one game all week long, and I'm excited for it to go down. That one's just $15 at pickdogs.com, and it's guaranteed. Or you can get all 5 of my plays. I believe it's called my Square Dancing 5-pack. All 5 plays guaranteed to show a profit for $50 at pickdogs.com. Premium picks. It includes 2 NFL preseasons and 3 Major League Baseball plays.
That's right, guys. I got with Brian Bitler over at Pick Dogs Premium tonight. He does have his blank check, his $15 premium. It is credit guarantee. You've been looking at this for a while. You get it on board. Remember, this credit guarantee means that it must show profit or the amount is credited back into your account for more picks. It's more like a store credit you get if it fails to show profit. But Brian's strong with these plays, so get on board there. Also, these plays are sold individually. Brian has put together a 5-pack. He calls it his Friday Square Dancing 5-pack, affordably priced there. Again, that is also credit guarantee. All these one-offs, these one-day passes, these individual plays are guaranteed. So you've got that going on in the 5-pack. You got Brian's 3 best bets from Major League Baseball, along with his 2 NFL preseason best bets, all together in a 5-pack. Get on board there with Brian Bitler over at Pick Dogs Premium and get on with those. Or if you prefer the 3-day pass, here we are on a Friday. You get all of Brian's plays here for Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. He'll be in action here in Major League Baseball, preseason football. Remember, we have preseason football, big card here on Saturday. We have a standalone game Sunday. No guarantees he'll be in action on that Sunday game, but he'll have something there on the weekend with that big card, as well as the full cards here for Major League Baseball. We have a 16-game card on Saturday. There's 1 doubleheader scheduled. So get on board here with Brian Bitler over at Pick Dogs. With the long-term passes, those are not credit guaranteed because those are sold at discounted prices. But Brian, I've seen you put together a very affordable price here. Your college football, NFL season, and bowl pass up on over at Pick Dogs.
Yeah, I believe it's $899 gets you the complete college football and NFL package. That's going to be a ton of plays. If you just add up the cost of a monthly plan, which is about $350, it definitely adds up to some big savings because the football season is going to go a lot more than 2 months. So definitely.
That's right, guys, and can save you some money when you use the promo code AUG15, AUG15 at checkout, and you'll save 15% off. It's pretty good savings there off of Brian's NFL and college football season pass. All right, Brian, it's always great having you show. Continue that success. We'll talk with you again next week. But I know you also contribute on the Pick Dogs channel with your Money in the Bank and your video series.
Yeah, make sure you guys tune in every day and check out all the great videos available at Pick Dogs YouTube channel. Definitely my favorite place to be. Definitely check out all the great sports video action. So check it out.
Check it out with Brian Bitler. All right, Brian, have yourself a great evening. We'll talk next week.
Have a good one, Tony. Good luck.
You got it. Brian Bitler here on the drive. We'll get a lot of people signing in here, guys. If you miss any of our picks, we'll do a complete recap at the end of the show, so make sure you stay tuned for that. Let's continue on here on the drive through. Let's go ahead and welcome in Rod Zawacky. He does great work over at Pick Dogs. Been good to us here on the show, so let's get Rod in right now. If I'm over at Pick Dogs Premium, also tunes in. You can check him out on the weekend shows. He guests on those shows Monday, Saturday, and Sundays, 10 a.m. Eastern time. So let's get in Rod right now. Rod, what's happening?
Hey, not too much. Enjoying this heat on a nice Friday. We got another 2 weeks of heat wave coming, so still enjoying the summer. Can't complain.
Yes, still summer. Just keep those skies clear. Just keep those skies clear.
Exactly. No storms here. No storms here. Nothing even remarking a storm tonight, tomorrow, the next night. Just some nice hot weather. Can't complain.
I
ain't complaining. And we got some football going this weekend.
Football going, and the hockey training camp's next about a month away. So things looking up.
Definitely, things are looking up. Getting exciting. It's that time of year, like we said before the show, we were talking about it and saying, hey, it's that time of year where the 4-hour sleepless nights are definitely going to become a norm moving forward here.
Yes.
Excited. Who doesn't love 4 hours of sleep? And then you get up and you get daytime sports, and then you get some daytime football going. And, I'm excited. Let's go.
I'm looking forward to my sleep, especially when you're near the top of leaderboards in baseball. You got 15 games. You got a handicap every day on top of all that stuff. That's gonna be 2 hours sleep. Anyway, we're looking here at baseball tonight at 7 Eastern time. The Rays here to host the Orioles here with the Tampa here at $1.40, total 7.5.
Yeah, we're looking at this game here, and we got the Orioles and the Rays. And you look, also Voth is going to get the start here for the Baltimore Orioles. And you look, he pitches pretty good, surprisingly. 2-1 record with a 3.19 ERA, 1.28 WHIP, going against Kluber here. 7-6 with a 4.05 ERA. And you look at this Baltimore team, when Voth gets the start, they're 6-2 in his starts. And you look at Kluber. This matchup's faced a few times. Kluber's 1-2 on the season versus these Orioles. And when also Voth started against the Rays so far this season, the Orioles are 2-0. And you look at the Orioles; they've been one of the hottest teams in baseball lately. 23-9 the last 32, and then following a loss, this Baltimore Orioles team loves to bounce back. 19-7 following a loss are these Orioles. And you look at the Rays. The Rays 1-4 their last 5 in Game 1 of a series. They're also not so good off of a day off. They're 1-4 following a day off. And against the good teams lately, the Rays have not showed up and performed. 1-4 the last 5 versus the good teams. And you look at these Orioles, 6-4 the last 10 versus the Rays. You're going to meet some plus money here with the Orioles, who have been the hotter team lately. I'll take the Orioles here to get a nice bounce back.
All right, we got
the Orioles.
All right, we got Rod here on record here with the Orioles plus 130 here against the Rays. I thought Voth was pitching the night before, and there was a little pitching move there. But Voth has actually done great work. If you look at his seasonal numbers, don't look at him, because if he's done, that was with that terrible Washington team, probably more of the franchise than the individual. He comes to Baltimore, and his numbers have really turned around.
No, definitely since he's come over to Baltimore, he's turned around. And if I'm not mistaken, my memory remembers I think we've taken these Baltimore Orioles when Voth has made a start before, and we got ourselves a winner. So let's get ourselves another winner with Voth and these Orioles on the Rays, who have been slumping lately. They definitely have not looked very consistent. They're looking beatable.
The last 10 games. They actually, it started when they went into Cincinnati for that 3 or 4 game series where they just looked terrible, and that just I have to look at them a different way. They're not what I thought they were. And,
right?
They did not look good in that series. Past 10 games, they're hitting just 217 against right-handers. The Orioles 276. And of course, Kluber's been hit over his past 3 games. Look at his past 3 games. He's been clobbered a bit. And of course, the Orioles,
Kluber's been clubbered.
Yeah, he's been clubbered. He has been clubbered, no doubt about that. So Ron here on the Orioles here, the plus money, love the plus 130 here against the Rays. This one to have a start time of top of the hour here on this one. All right, Rod, let's take a go over at Pick Document. Boy, do we have action tonight. And Rod showing great profit here over the past 30 days. Great college football season last year. Boy, we have a lot on the board tonight. 14 games. Actually, we're going to have one starting here just in seconds here. So I'm going to say now 13 games on the board for Major League Baseball. We have 5 from preseason football. There's WNBA. There's CFL as well on the board. We're heading into UFC weekend as well. Rod is well-versed. He's into these peripheral sports as well. What do you have going on over at Pick Dogs Premium?
And tonight, I love tonight's card. I've got so much going on. I've got my MLB blank check, Pick Dogs Premium, or I've got the my Steak Friday triple, which gets my 3 top plays in tonight's MLB action. Or I've got 2 plays in tonight's preseason NFL that I absolutely love. Off to a nice 1-0 start of the preseason. How could you not bet Baltimore yesterday? Isn't that just like, oh, Baltimore's playing in the preseason? Okay, bet them. It's like they're printing free money, so we'll take it. 1-0 to start. Get those 2 NFL games tonight. I absolutely love those. I think they're printing more free money for us in the preseason and that. And it's a 2-pack, so I've got to win both for otherwise you get your money back. So that's one of those ones that I feel that confident that we're going to hit both of those preseason in the NFL. You can scoop that up over at Pick Dice Premium. Or it's August. Use that promo code UG15. And the best deal I got going right now, you can get a week pass for $100. You'll get everything I got from this Friday all the way to next Friday. And most of the way it goes, usually I put Friday in a little early, so it's almost like you get an 8-day pass there for $100. Head on over to Pick Dogs Premium and scoop that up. Or we still got the 2-for-1 capper deal. That's another deal that you can't go wrong with. Pair me up with another hot capper, and let's make you some money. That's what we love doing here at Pick Dogs. I know that's what I love doing.
That's right.
Pounding the bookies and taking their money.
That's right, man. Get on board here with Rod Zawacky over at Pig Dog Premium. So in profit here the last 30 days. Come off a great college football season. Good time to get on board with Rod. He has that NFL exhibition Friday double, a 2-pack. Again, he has to go 2-0 in order for this to turn profitable. Again, a credit guarantee must turn a profit, or that amount is credited back in your account. So get on board with Rod's preseason 2-pack right now. Also, long-term passes up there. Of course, I want to mention the Steak Friday triple. Rod has 3 best bets in MLB. He put that together in a Steak Friday triple. Of course, that is also credit guarantee, as well as a blank check pick there. But again, instead of paying for these plays individually, I want you to give Rod a try it for 3 days. That 3-day all sports pass, you'll get all of Rod's plays from Major League Baseball for 3 days, as well as his preseason football, right? He's in action tonight. There's a big card tomorrow. Right. Of course, there's a standalone game on Sunday. So if Rod's in action in those games, you'll get those as part of the 3-day all sports pass. Use that promo code OG15 at checkout, and you'll save 15% off. Of course, Rod, we do have the numbers up here from college football. We're getting closer and closer to the start of college. We're 2 weekends away, right? 2 weeks away, we'll be looking at the college football card here. And I know you put together a college football VIP season pass up.
Definitely, yeah. You can scoop that season pass up over at Pick Dogs Premium. Can't go wrong with that. We make you some money like I did last season in college football. Been doing the hard work, been grinding it out already, and checking that transfer portal to see who's going, see who's where, seeing how their training camps have been going, and things are looking good. I'm excited. I think we're going to be in for another good football season. Looking forward to it. I'm getting NHL. I can't even go wrong with that. Look at the NHL. I made money in the NHL last season too, and that's that. I'm already pumped because I've already bought games to the Oilers, and we're going to go see them. It's like I can't wait. The NHL is going to be a great season there. And NFL is going to be another good season. That's off to a good start. Let's keep it rolling. It's that time of year. I love the back half of the year.
Yeah.
Once we hit middle of August right now, going right through to December, January, it's going to whiz right on by because I absolutely love sports and making money.
Yes, and we got a pretty good playoff race there for these wild cards over in the AL. So a lot's going on here in baseball. It looks like we're going to have some drama at the finish here for Major League Baseball. So get on board with Rod Zawacky. And at college football VIP season pass, every premium play from Rod, including the postseason, the championship game, the playoffs, the bowls are all included there in that VIP pass. Don't forget that August 15 will save 15% off. All right, Rod, as always, great having you show. Have yourself a great evening. We'll talk with you again next week. But I know you also contribute to the weekend shows.
Hey, thanks for having me, and thanks for everybody tuning in. Let's get ourselves a winner, and tune in tomorrow, where I'll actually have an NFL preseason play. I've already put my play in and on which game, so it'll be there tomorrow.
Okay.
Oh, I have 2 plays. I'm going to give out a CFL play as well, so I'm going to give NFL exhibition tomorrow and a CFL on tomorrow's morning show. My play's already in, so we'll see everybody tomorrow. We have to brag about this winner. Go Orioles!
That's right. There you go. Let's get that Orioles home. Rod Zawacky here on the drive through. Hey, guys, if you missed any of our picks, we'll do a complete recap at the end of the show. We're getting a lot of people signed in right now, so make sure you stay tuned for that. Jovan will help us out with that. All right, now it's time for my pick. So let's go ahead and get my game card up here for you guys. We're going to be looking at this one between the Blue Jays and the Guardians at 7 Eastern time. We got the Blue Jays minus 165. Total sits here at 8.5. I'm going to look at this total here, and I'm going to be looking at over the total of 8.5 here with the Blue Jays and Guardians. And hey, you know what? Whenever the Blue Jays are at home, first thing I think of is over. That's the first thing I think of. And I got to make sure, one, the numbers match up. And in this one, they do. So we're going to be looking here at the over here with the Guardians and the Toronto Blue Jays. And I wanted to refer to some of my notes in this game because I always like to give you some of the angles and some of the numbers here that I've researched on these picks. So let me go ahead and pull it up here. Okay, we know we've got Quantrill on the mound for the Guardians. Now, Quantrill is one of those pitchers that pitches as a contact. The strikeout rate's only 15%. That was something that really got my attention here, especially against this Blue Jays lineup in Toronto where they like to hit the ball. His FIP is 4.57, which is almost a full run higher than his ERA. So I think when your FIP is that high, you pay for it against the good lineups, and I think this is one of those spots where you're going to see some runs scored here. Of course, Barrios, his numbers have been better at home, no doubt about that. But again, he does give up the 22 starts, ERA over 5, 5.7 walks, and the home runs are the concern here. 1.83 home runs per 9 innings. Blue Jays return home after losing all 2 in Baltimore. We know that. The team has performed for Barrios, though. Look at this. Team record behind Barrios at home is 11-0. I stayed away from the side. It's too high. It's too juiced up. But again, the Blue Jays have gone over in 51 of 85 against right-handers. And one thing to note here with Quantrill, look at his numbers on the road. An ERA approaching 5. And this number is down from the opener of 9. So we get a little value there on the number. So we'll go Guardians and Blue Jays over a total of 8.5 runs. Hey guys, check out Pick Dogs Premium right now. I have 4 premium plays up there. I got a 3-pack, my 3 best for my 3 plays from Major League Baseball. Also have a $15 premium up there, so you can get on board with that. The number 2 unit producer over at Pick Dogs Premium. Me and James, I've been going back and forth on top of that leaderboards. I get him some days he's ahead of me, but we're just right there on top of leaderboards in Major League Baseball. But right now, I've got my 4 premium plays up there for you right now over at Pick Dogs. My 3-pack and my standalone play is a $15 premium pick, so get on board. Don't forget the August promotion, AUG15, will save you 15% off. Also have the long-term passes. You get on board with a 3, 7, or 30-day all-sports pass. Get all of my premium plays for that period of time you select when you go over to my handicapper page and you make that purchase. And of course, you can add a second capper with that 2-for-1 cap promotion, even greater value there. All right, let's continue on here on the show. And let's go right into the recap right now. I think we're ready to go with the recap. Show picks. Here we go. Let me pull this pick down here. Boop, 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 boop. All right, here we go with the show picks. We got Jovan to help us out. We have Ninos led us off here with the Mets' first 5 innings, lay half a run against the Phillies. Jay was on the Dodgers run line, -1.5 runs, -150 against the Royals. Jovan was on the Cardinals, -165 against the Brewers. Brian says take the 49ers, -2.5 here against the Packers. Rod was on the Orioles, +130 against the Rays. Yours truly, Guardians, Blue Jays, over 8.5. All right, let's start with the Jovan. Other than your pick, which one do you like the best? I think about you on mute there, Jovan.
Some good picks there, but I'm going to take the 49ers, Brian's pick.
Look on the 49ers here at laying the 2.5. And I'm going to go with Rod's here with the Orioles here at +130 here against the Rays. I like that one. All right, that'll do it for this edition of the Drive-Thru, guys. Be sure to tune in again Monday, live at 3 p.m. Eastern Time. We'll do it all over again. We'll bring in our cappers here from Pick Dogs and Sports Chat Place. We'll give out live free picks for the games in prime time. And don't forget, it starts every day in the morning, 10 a.m. Eastern Time with the morning show. You got Chris and you got Mitch in the mornings, as well as the video series up there. Mitch's 7 picks in 5 minutes. You also have Jovan's parlay of the day. And of course, don't forget about Ron Romanelli's rundown, his 12 plays. He put actually full board coverage from Major League Baseball from Ron Romanelli with his rundown. And don't forget the MMA show, UFC show on Saturday. We've got Mills and Brad Francis immediately following the morning show. Remember that morning show tomorrow, 10 a.m. Eastern Time. Once it's finished, we will transition right to the UFC show with Rod and Brad. If I understand, Mills will be, with Mills and Brad. And my understanding is Mills will be on site in San Diego broadcasting there. I think he may have got credentialed over there. So you guys tune in to that show, the UFC show. A lot of good UFC picks. Mills has been on fire over on the leaderboards from UFC. You definitely must tune in there to that show here on Saturday. All right, that'll do it for tonight's edition of the Drive-Thru. Let's go ahead and bring in our crew. We're going to wave goodbye to you guys. You guys have a great evening. We'll talk.